Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Good day. Welcome to Transformation Tuesday. I am so happy to be with you on this beautiful spring day here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Spring is really showing herself here. How about where you are? Still cool, brilliant sun, and new life poking itself out of the ground. I love this time of year. Please say hello in the comments if you're watching live or watching the replay. Love to know that you're here. If you don't know me, I'm Liz Forrest. I'm a master shamanic teacher of almost 30 years, sharing Toltec practices and tools of personal freedom. And that happens right here in Transformation Tuesday. So thanks for being here with me. Hello, Irene. And you're saying still chilly, and you're in Oliver, BC, which of course is in Canada. Thanks for joining, Irene. Always good to have you here. Okay, so do you feel you have good instincts? You could put that in the chat. Do you feel you have good instincts? And then my second question is, how much do you rely on your intuition? How do you feel about that? And are they the same? Instinct and intuition? What do you think? Instinct or intuition, or intuition, that's what I'd like to talk about today. Our instincts and our intuition. I had a great conversation recently with my advanced class about trusting our intuition as leaders in our healing fields. Yeah, trusting our intuition. So what's the difference? What do you feel the difference is between your instinct and your intuition? If you feel like commenting, please do. It's great to get the conversation started with others besides me. Okay, let's talk about instinct first. What is it? What's instinct? Well, instinct is a kind of automatic behavior or response that helps us survive in a situation or adapt to an environment. So consider if danger is chasing you, our instinct propels us to run, doesn't it? Like actually run or metaphorically run, whatever it is. Yeah, if there's danger chasing us, coming towards us, our instinct is to get out of there. Propels us to run, to remove ourselves. It's an automatic response, right? We don't think about it. Should I go or should I stay? No, we're out. We're out of there. Really a knowing, a feeling. Is that for instinct or intuition, Irene? Which one are you responding to? So, okay, another example of instinct could be when you pull your hand away from, say, a hot element on the stove or your wood stove. I know some of you live with wood stoves. I did for about 25 years. Yeah, so that's adapting to the environment, right? You don't think about, is this going to be hot? Instinctually, we know it's hot, and so we pull our hand away. We don't think about it. We just do it. So instinct, we could say, is a survival response. Yeah, that keeps us out of harm's way. That is inherent in us. It's built in, passed down from our ancestors genetically. Instinct is knowing. Yeah. Yeah, it's passed down to us from human to human. Our instincts are come with our blueprint to survive. And if you think back to go through your ancestral line in times of a different kind of danger, to survive from the elements, from animals, from many things. Yeah, when we think back to the 1800s and early 1900s, what our ancestors were up against to survive. Yeah, strong instincts. And so I've also learned that our survival instinct comes from our first and second chakras. our lower chakras, first and second chakra. First chakra is like at the base of your spine, back and front. And second chakra is just below the navel. So our instinct comes from our first and second chakras. And those lower chakras ground us. They give us stability. They connect us to our emotions. Our instinct is about the short term, isn't it? What's the best for me right now in this moment? Get out of the pursuing danger, whatever that might be. Yeah, it's short term, immediate. So thank goodness that we have instincts, or we could have a much shorter time and experience on this planet, wouldn't we? Yeah. So short term survival. So then what is intuition? What do you feel is intuition? It's interesting, right? Yeah. Instinct, that built-in survival mechanism that propels us to safety, and intuition. What do you think intuition is? Intuition is an inner knowing or understanding about something without the need for conscious reasoning. I'm going to say that again. Our intuition is that inner knowing or understanding about something without the need for conscious reasoning. Without the need to think it out, analytical, critical thinking. That's not intuition. Intuition it's a feeling. It's not a thought that guides us to the right decision or the right action, like a connection to a higher power, providing us with insight beyond the level of the mind. Let that sit with you for a moment. So it's a feeling, it's not a thought. It's not a thinking process. It's a feeling that guides us to the right decision or right action. And it, for me, feels like that connection to a higher power, providing me with that insight beyond the first level of the mind, which is all about reasoning. Yeah, beautiful. The chakras related to our intuition, you might already know, is our third eye and crown chakra. Third eye, crown chakra, which is our connection to higher consciousness and spiritual understanding. Yeah. Our third eye and crown chakra, higher consciousness and spiritual understanding. So intuition, yeah, Irene, it's a feeling. Absolutely. Intuition overrides short-term necessity. When we're responding instinctually to a perceived danger, it's all about me. It's all about me getting safe. Yeah, our intuition provides us with a more expansive perception, more long-term thriving, if you like, in following that knowing that we're receiving and having the clarity and the courage to follow that intuitive guidance. Yeah, so the question I asked in the beginning of our time together today was, how much do you rely on your intuition? Yeah, I know for myself and many of the students I have and people that I sit with in my circles, the challenge is doubting that intuition. That comes up regularly, doubting. Like having that feeling, having that knowing about something, and then doubting it. Should I do this? Is that true? And so how do we receive more clarity, or not receive? How do we create more clarity in ourselves to follow our intuitive guidance? Yeah, so elevating our intuition elevates our consciousness. It takes us beyond reason and logic in those times when what our mind is telling us does not seem like the best action for us. Right? So elevating our intuition, that elevates our consciousness, taking us beyond reason. and beyond logic in those times when doubt arises. Yeah, doubt arises. Should I follow this intuition? Should I trust myself? Should I trust my intuition? I really welcome your thoughts and feelings about this. And so how do we strengthen our intuition? Well, one great way, and I did this with a group last night, is to quiet our minds. Get quiet. Meditation. Silence. Not doing not doing things, not doing anything. Sitting and watching those thoughts go by, focusing on, excuse me, on our breath, or if you use a mantra, allowing thoughts just to pass by without getting involved with those thoughts, and creating silence as best we can in our own minds so that we receive more clarity within ourselves. So when our intuition is responding to us, we don't doubt ourselves. We don't doubt ourselves. We trust, and we go towards how our intuition is guiding us. Yeah, it's a practice. Yeah, it's a practice. Learning how to trust and become aware of when our intuition is giving us information. Yeah, Corinne, hi, good to have you here. Yeah, Corinne sharing that you often doubt my intuition and re-script it with thoughts. Yeah, and that's exactly it. When we go into doubt, then our mind gets all involved and, start spinning the story. So I really encourage all of us to work with taking some time to get quiet. And even if it's 5 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day is not a long time. Yeah. How much time do you spend on scrolling your phone or your device? Yeah, I mean, I'm teasing you a little bit here, but 5 minutes to sit quietly with yourself and allow your thoughts to go by, just like you would see on a screen. They just go by, but you're here. You're focusing on your breath, holding your center, and allowing your clarity to come in, because your intuition is yours after all. It's your guidance. Yeah. And let me know in the comments if you have practices that you do to strengthen your intuition, to expand your consciousness. What do you work with? I'm always interested. So these practices, the 12-type practices and tools I teach and use myself, become my way of life, definitely help with elevating intuition and accessing our higher power. Very ancient and very powerful practices that I've been teaching for all these years and that have helped countless people now. I don't know how many people, many people, and continue to do that. And so I keep offering my work, and again, I'm offering my 3-month awakening course, which is going to start in the beginning of April. The awakening is the first kind of launch into these practices. It's a 3-month condensed version of the practices so that when you leave, you've done a tremendous amount of cleaning up your past and drawing your energy to the present. Also releasing other people's energies that you, I'm going to say, are. Because we carry other people's energies around with us until we learn how to release them. And then creating that space inside ourselves to be able to hold and direct our energy where we really want it to go. That's one of the cornerstones of the practice that I'll be teaching. And after 3 months, you will be experienced practitioner of the first levels of this practice that we call stalking like the jaguar stalks. And there's other tools that come in to dismantle judge and victim. We bring in the 4 agreements, of course, to help us support ourselves through the process and the learning. And you are part, excuse me, of a spiritual community that is walking the same path as you. So if you're interested in learning about this 3-month awakening course, which is going to start in just 3 weeks, I think it is, I'm going to post my email in the chat and you can contact me, and I'm happy to meet you, of course, complimentary, and we can discuss all the details. Corrine, thank you. Yes, Corrine has gone through my awakening. It's a powerful course, highly recommended. Thank you, Corrine. Yes. Okay. So intuition and or instinct. Ponder that in between times until we see each other again. And see what happens when your intuition shows up the next time for you. Yeah, that's a little assignment. You're going to follow your intuition. You're going to doubt your intuition. Yeah, I encourage you to follow it and see. The more we follow, the more trust we build with ourselves, the less doubt we have about our guidance. Thank you for joining me. So happy to have you here. Thank you, Irene and Corrine, for being here live with me. And I will not be here next week, so I won't be back for Transformation Tuesday until 2 weeks from today. Thanks very much. And if you're interested, don't forget to click on that link in the comments and contact me. And I'd love to meet you, and we can talk about these practices or what we talked about today. Thank you. All my love to you.